Hello and welcome to your intuitive energy forecast for the month of November 2020, Libra. Ooh, I hope you had a beautiful birthday season. It's been a hot minute since I connected with you in this way. It's actually been 3 months since I did energy forecasts, and actually, really, since I've been engaged in any substantial way. And the reason being is because, like all of you, I too have been in the midst of some incredible changes and transformations. And first and foremost, I was guided to bring my attention back home and focus on my family and myself as we moved through a time of completion and new beginnings. So we have moved homes, and I'm really excited to welcome you into this new space. And I'm looking forward to being back to doing what I love, sharing with all of you. So I hope you have been good to yourself, and I hope that you spent your season of rebirth really honoring and celebrating yourself and your accomplishments and how much you have overcome in this lifetime. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do. It's greatly supportive to me, and if you hit that notification bell, you will receive notification anytime any new content is uploaded onto this channel. And I really have a personal goal. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And then I will be able to share with you in a more expanded way here on YouTube, such as going live with you and sharing links in the description box and comments below. So subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to engage with me down in the comments. I read and respond to every single comment I receive. So before we get into your messages, I just wanted to let you all know that I am back up and running and doing readings and healing sessions with folks. And that means that I am now taking bookings for yearly forecasts for 2021. So if you are interested in that, you can have a look at my website, lisalyle.com. And under offerings, readings, you will find the yearly forecast there. It is $222, and with that you receive a minimum of 12 videos, one for each month of the year, plus there's usually some extras thrown in there as I'm guided also. Up until November the 3rd, if you are catching this message before November the 3rd, up to November 3rd, I am being guided to offer blue moon messages, which are available for $44. And the intention of those messages is to support you in making this transition from the completion to the new beginning. So our next blue moon is on October 31st, 1 week from today, 2020. Our last blue moon was March 31st, 2018. And our next blue moon is August 31st, 2023. So these messages are really intended to support your transition from the old into the new. Oh, look at you, Libra. So first out, you've got Shining Star. And I feel like this is reminding you of who you are. And really encouraging you to embrace your truth, embrace the winds of change as they blow through your life, yet standing tall and proud on your own 2 feet. Really remembering that you are a high priestess, a medicine woman, man or woman, of light, and that I'm hearing your light is a delight. Okay, so for reminding you to delight in who you are, to really embrace who you are, and know that Archangel Michael is walking with you and encouraging you to use your voice for good, to use your voice to uplift the collective consciousness. I was hesitant there because it's like, are they saying unconscious? To raise the collective unconscious. I actually feel like you are meant to shine your starlight to raise the collective conscious and change. It is speaking of like the winds of change blowing through there. So hopefully this is true for you because, as you come to a new trip around the sun, it's always a good time to reflect back on where we have come from and the direction that we are heading, where we would like to see ourselves go. So it does feel like November is going to shift gears for you. And for some of you, it is a call to retreat and go into that inner sanctuary a little bit more than you have been. Yeah, because here we've got from Gaia, the search. And it's like for some of you, it's like, I feel like some of you are like, I should be further along the road than where I currently am. Some of you I'm hearing are like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am. And what I'm hearing is that you have been caught up in the whirlwind, and you've actually allowed yourself to get caught into the energy of fear, which is not aligned with truth, right? The truth is aligned with our heart, and in our heart there is no fear. In our mental body, and I know my Libra friends and family can be very in the head a lot. This is why it's like to get grounded, get out to nature. The search doesn't take place outside of you. Everything you need, every clue, every tool, every gift you need is inside of you and is just waiting for you to unwrap it and open it up. Feeling lost, confused, and lonely. And what I'm feeling is what I'm seeing this vine growing over this goddess here. And I'm really feeling for some of you, it is time to prune the vine. I have a lot of plants in this room and in the house, in fact, 131 or something like that. And, they take time. And sometimes it's important to cut back a piece of the vine. Let's see if I can find a little piece here. To cut back a piece of the vine. You get what I mean. I don't really need the visual for show and tell, but I love this plant. Anyways, to cut back. So as we cut back, we encourage new growth from that place where we cut. So I do feel a bit of that energy with you. And I feel that as you go through that process of pruning and cutting back in certain areas, it's going to create growth and expansion in other areas. And in fact, it's going to create some clarity because it feels very, there feels to be a little bit, and maybe you're caught up in the winds of change in this whirlwind, and it's having you feeling like you're floating through space on your own. Well, you're not. You're deeply connected to the cosmos and the earth, and it's time for you to remember your roots and the earth. And there is a huge call this month in all the personal readings I'm doing, and in the 12 sun sign readings I've done, there is a recurring message, and that is self-care. And many, many people, although many people did get on board with self-care this year, there is a whole large portion of people that really didn't, and particularly women have put themselves on the back burner. They've fallen down on their to-do list, and I'm here to say it's time to put yourself back at the top of that to-do list. Create a space, particularly if you're in North America at this time. It's worldwide. In North America, though, I feel the strong message coming through is that it's really important for us to take care of within our home for the remainder of 2020, because outside of our home, the winds of change are going to be raging, is the word that comes through. So it's really important what we do for ourselves, what we do to take care of ourselves, to honor and nurture ourselves is of the utmost importance at this time. So let's see what the angels have to say to you, Libras. Oh, yes. That last card that was saying feeling alone and confused, and then you get the angel of support. You're never for 1 minute alone. Your angels are always with you. Whether you feel them or acknowledge them or not, they are a constant in your life. And I do feel like for many of you, you need to ask for some support. And maybe not from your fellow human beings or your family or friends, just from your angels. Talk to them, talk to God, talk to your higher self, talk to your loved ones in spirit, because there is so much support for you, but you're getting caught up in this whirlwind is what I'm hearing, and it's getting you really ungrounded, and it's actually it's leading you to this place where you feel like you're on your own, but the reality is you are not. You are never on your own. You never have been. And this angel of support wants you to know you are wanted, needed, and loved. You are guided and protected at all time. And truth is meant to be your guide, eternal truth. Not the truth that, my truth or someone else's truth. Your truth, our truth, the eternal universal truth, which doesn't change. Wisdom is timeless. Our essence does not change with time. The core of who we are is constant. And so it's really important for you to remember who you are and know that you are loved and supported through all timelines. And it says the universe has heard your silent call for help. And that's another important thing to know. Whether you speak your prayers, whether you say them through your heart or think your prayers, your guides and your angels have already heard them. So know that the greatest prayer you can do is just simply asking for help. I need help. Please guide me and support me. And then thanking them for the help that you have already received. Okay, so let's tune into your ancestors who are also guiding and support you. And let's see what message they have for Libra for November 2020. Oh, that's the one. Oh, birch, one of my favorite trees and one of my favorite numbers. So 39, I see it as a 12. You are a channel of light, and it is time for you to remember this. And the remembering takes place through the unification of the Trinity within: Divine Mother, Divine Father, Divine Child. It says feminine, east, Venus, and water. This is about love. This is about love. Okay, and I do believe Venus is going to be moving into Libra very soon, if it's not already there. And this is about you returning to the love that you are, your natural essence, your natural state. I do feel that there is the direction on here is east, and sun rises in the east. I do feel part of your message, and it's come through for a number of other signs as well, is to get into a better daily routine. So perhaps getting up before the sunrise and maybe going to watch the sunrise, or creating some space in your life in the morning where you are actually setting intentions for the day. You're taking time to meditate, to say some prayers, to burn some sage as you begin your day. I do feel that this is important, that you really connect with the rhythms and cycles of the rising sun, and doing so as well as connecting with the energy of the setting sun. So as the sun is up, really being active and getting busy, getting things done. And as the sun is setting, taking that time to go within, slowing down, like resting, self-care practices, and making sure you're getting enough rest. Listening to uplifting music, really disconnecting from the mainstream narrative, which is predominantly BS. It's pretty well the opposite of what they are sharing. You got two cards here for the animal guides. And the first one is bear. And this has come through for a few other readings as well. This is about grounded stability. And what do bears do? We're talking about, getting in sync with the rhythm of the sun rising and setting. Bears hibernate in the winter. They rest, right? So that when the spring comes and things pick up. They're raring to go. They're excited. I'm feeling with Bear, there is a reminder of play. There is a gentleness, a real mothering and nurturing energy that wants to speak to you, Libra, and remind you that you are a child of God and the universe. You are a child of the earth, just like the bear, just like the cheetah, just like the birch tree. And it's really important that you take responsibility for nurturing you, for taking care of you. Make it a priority. And play is in there too. You know, if you've ever seen the mother bear come out of the cave after hibernation and she's got her cubs now, they're so playful and they're full of energy, and she's a really good mom. And she really, I'm seeing the bear is eating honey, right? Really extracting it, the sweetness of life. This is what you came for, the sweetness of life. And then you have this cheetah energy, fast moving. And what I'm feeling with this is that after a period of rest, you may be caught up in this whirlwind right now, which goes back to this star card coming in. You know, you may be, and it's got you, throwing you off balance, and you're an emotional basket case, and so much is coming up, and you're feeling, you know, confused and not really in your power. What I'm feeling is right now it is a time to rest. Take care of yourself, because on the other side of this rest, this fast moving energy is going to be coming through, and it is going to guide you to your joy. It is going to guide you to what it is you came to do, what it is you are being asked to do, like next step. But first, you must rest. And then some love from your higher self, Libra. There it is, right out first. Oh, this is beautiful. Again, look at this. This is about devotion. I see this woman on this card. She is creating ceremony in her life. She is creating space for the honoring of her spiritual essence. She is committed to her heart and her path, because she knows that through the heart, through her commitment to self, she will land on purpose, which is using her intuitive gifts and her deep connection to all that lives, and then expressing and sharing that from the heart. I am feeling, again, with this, the need for grounding, the need to get still, stop running around like a chicken with its head cut off. They said it. I am just passing the message on. This says, allow your imagination to drift beyond the horizon. Beyond time, there is a world of dreams without limits, full of magical ideas, a world just waiting for you. This faraway world is not so far. It's inside your heart. All it takes to get there is a dream. And I might add some devotion and commitment to self. So before we close this out, I'm going to go into my handy dandy wooden bowl here and pull out a crystal or a stone or bone that wants to offer some support to you, Libra, through the month of November. So bear with me for a couple seconds, and it's going to be noisy. Oh, I got this one earlier too for another sign. This is Celestite. And I'm really feeling it's taking you right to this, connecting you with your angelic support team, connecting you with your angels. Very gentle, very nurturing, very much a mother energy. I love Celestite. I love the feeling of it. And I feel like Celestite really seeks to bring some gentleness into your, bring some gentleness to your mentalness. That's what they said. And so what that's really saying to me is your angels want you out of your head and into your heart, and to work with celestite to stay grounded in your heart center. I'm feeling you sleeping with it, holding it and rubbing it. This is a piece that actually, it was a bigger tumbled stone and it broke. And I guess why I'm mentioning this, I didn't mention it for the other group that got this card, is that look at how beautiful it shines, even though it feels like, even though it was broken, it still shines. And in fact, it shines in new ways that it wasn't able to before. And I'm feeling like this is speaking of you as well. It's also really having me feel the element of water. So making sure you're hydrating enough, making sure you're getting enough water, spending some time in water is really going to be beautifully supportive to you. So Libra, that's a wrap. I trust these messages have resonated with you. Please do let me know in the comments below. Thumbs up, subscribe, notify, connect with me on YouTube. Check out my website, which is going to be much more active and organic, moving over the coming weeks and months as I sort of transition to that platform predominantly. And it's been so great to be back and connect with you. You wrap up the 12 signs. You are the last sign I have done. I have spent the last 6 hours in this beautiful energy of all you beautiful brothers and sisters of light. And so I thank you, Libra, for allowing this connection. I'm looking forward to connecting with many of you for yearly forecasts, as well as many of you for the blue moon messages. So until next time, Libra, remember, you are wanted, needed, and loved, and you are abundantly supported. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Take good care.